stream. The things are... hamsters powering up. Right, we have liftoff. So, Mr. Bond, we leave the Empire of England even larger than before. Despite my frantic spending, I've not made much of a dent in... hang on, let me just check I haven't actually still got the mic muted after what I was doing yesterday. No, the mic is not muted. Brilliant. Right, I thought I better suddenly check that, because I mistaked. Right. We still haven't made that much of a dent in our Crusader booty, which we can shake. So, we have some interesting questions. Like, okay, right, let's dismiss the idea that we can create two new empires of Hispania and Britannia on the grounds that I've already got one. And Gavelkind means I can't possibly keep three empires together. Right, we'll lose those captives on succession. So, the entertaining question is, do we go after some of our internal wars, or do we see if we can take advantage of the reload bug that we totally are not gaming in any way at all this game, since Ben noticed it? So, let's check. We are miles off any good buildings. Let's zoom in and see if we can do anything like build some more universities. Currently we are about as tricked out as we can get. Well, let's unpause and see who's leaving the defensive pact and if any of them are worth going to war with for fun. When we're finishing off a large feast, which is nice. There we are. Everyone had fun. I hope you all had compulsory fun. So I am spending quite a lot on upgrading my empire right now, but that's fine. I have quite a lot of money. Damn it. King of Crusader Jerusalem has usurped the Kingdom of Jerusalem. I mean, let's be fair. I mean, you know, I was totally, like, going to do the same to him. I mean, that's, you know, what we expected. Yes, and we're nearly at the point where I have 1,000 prestige for each year I've been alive, which is quite a lot going, really, considering I'm 48 rather. Sorry. Can't go to war with the Holy Roman Empire because it's not been long enough.
Well, yes, the last session was quite short in terms of.
Actually is.
In game time.
Yes.
Like it was about 4 years according to my...
Yes. But that's because we were doing like 4 wars at once, which...
8. Well, maybe we only hit 7, but it was a ludicrous number of wars because, yes, everyone went, ooh, the Empire of England is at war. This is an excellent time to try to take some territory off.
Yes.
At which point we said, no, it's not. Look, we've got all these lovely armies raised.
Right, so...
We'll just pause in our offensive wars and go and spat you, and then go back to invading wherever it was.
Yes.
A small patch of Sicily.
This is true.
Oh, and the whole of Croatia, was that last session?
I think we certainly did involve the whole of Croatia, yes. Look. See, Croatia. Unfortunately, we've probably got a truce with Sicily as well. Yeah. Who have we got truces with? I should perhaps look at this.
It's hard to tell. You need to do them from right to left so you get to see them.
Right. Tarragona,
Who knows?
whoever,
Looks like probably Vladimir.
Countess of Westmeath, Holy Roman Empire, Sicily, Connacht, and someone.
Popo's a cat claim on Vista.
Yeah.
Not quite sure where that is.
Let's
you can
go.
probably click on the thing. And
Yeah, but like it's fine. I'll just. So I don't actually necessarily want to declare war on him. I just want to see what we've got in the declaring war department.
Woman,
Too many women.
I'm handy with that.
Right. So Samos is a fairly substantial section, I think,
On the
of
Blackadder.
the Holy Roman Empire. So we could do that. Let's actually see, are there any plausible claimants who would like to be my mate? Right, well, let's invite you to court, sir. How tough exactly is Anatolia right now? Let's scope that out. Not that scary. So, it's alright, I'm basically looking for exciting places to go to war with. Or even not very exciting places to go to war with.
Ooh. He has a strong claim and a son.
Yeah.
Generally a nice
So
situation
let's-
for someone to be in.
It's true. So I'm doing the usual trick of basically letting people leave until they start rejoining.
And
'Cause that-
meanwhile, hunting claimants for anything that
That
looks
looks interesting, yes. Okay.
Chernigold was nice indeed.
I couldn't find any claimants.
Sorry, I've been discussing bridges.
So Serbia I'll still have. I don't appear to have a truce with him.
No, you see only see truces from the other side, but I don't think you do, no, because David of Serbia was not in your list.
Okay, so
You
we're
don't have
boring.
any useful claims at present.
You say that. I might not be able to get any, but you know, it's worth a go. Okay, can't. That's also Serbia. What about Gausa?
There's two several counties, all owned by a single count. So you can only take one county at a time.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. Okay, let's list me some of those things. And I mean, on the plus side, this time I'm pretty sure we won't run into the end of a crusade, or start of a crusade. Right, so Sviatopolk is 23 and he is 22. Okay, right, whatever.
But Sviatopolk's a good commander. I suppose you can always just not ban him from leading armies.
Yeah. Right, anyway, so positions. Fine, we can put the Exarch of Carthagena back in there. Right, anyway, let's see if anyone's leaving the defensive pact. That looks like someone. Right, okay, anyone's joining the defensive pact. We appear to have reached a steady state. So, defensive pact. What's not in the defensive pact? So, right, where did we end up with claims on? We had claims on I think Kiev.
Have you got enough places to land everyone you want to land? You have 2 counties spare after it.
I have 2 counties spare. So I'm just going to nip back into realm view, because then I might actually be able to see literally any of the places that. Let's just check you. Armentier, you have like 2 people and a pet hamster. Let's declare war for Armentier. Right. That's one. He is currently unlanded. Right, let's give him a landed title. Viz. One of those nice bits in there. We should start somewhere else building. Let's see how scary Anatolia is. Quite scary.
Your claimant there is unlanded.
My claimant there is currently unlanded. Our claimant there is about to get a landed title. Is that random county. So I will see if there are any small wars that I can declare on, say, bits of Spain for people who are already landed. Can only claim counties of Leon. Can't declare war on Portugal yet because you're not. Hang on, let's just check that you're.
Maybe I should have a biscuit.
Well, some left, I think, maybe. But I suspect you have hidden away some chocolate bits somewhere. Because I don't remember finishing them.
There are, I think, 12 in the pack. When I got to the tin, there were 2. So I ate 1 and put 1 in my pot.
Okay, I thought I'd left 3, but
No, there were 2.
I clearly can't count.
So I had 1. And I saw that there were some chocolate digestives, so I took 3 of them, put them right in as well. I had 1 of those.
That's Truce Breaker, let's not do that.
No, but you've been supplying these cakes. I can't complain about you eating chocolate cakes.
Not too much.
There are 9 chocolate nuggets, Claire says. Fair enough, Claire. He only had 7 before I saw that they were open. But, you know, states. Heartbreaking photos show Cambridge Market fenced off after sudden closure.
Nope. Nope. Notepus. Right. 2 wars it is. Well.
You may be able to finish, well, I was going to say you may be able to finish them reasonably quickly, and then I remembered that one of the Anatolia was quite large?
Yeah, Anatolia is
hand,
quite large.
Past experience.
Right. But I'm going to go for de jure claim on Mallorca. Because otherwise I would be very irritated.
Just raise an army on Minorca and march them west. I don't know quite how big an army you get to be quite great on.
Not a one size at all. I know, right,
Just
I've got one
zoomed
size.
out so far you couldn't see armies.
Yes.
Are we
Well-
streaming in some higher setting? Because Simon's being impressed by the video and the audio being much clearer than usual.
I don't think we've changed anything.
That's true.
Right, I'm over my vassal limit. But that's kind of okay.
I think after the very first stream we adjusted the settings so we run at 1080p, i.e. Full monitor resolution, but at a very low, at what would be a very low frame rate if we weren't mostly streaming a map. The microphone is just the one in Verity's laptop, so I speak quite loudly.
One of the very early streams was probably lower resolution then, wasn't it?
Only
Simon
the very
said.
first.
Okay.
We
Simon
changed.
said-
We changed. Basically, I looked at that stream and went, that's not very good. I wonder if we can find some better settings than the defaults. Because I think OBS, yes, and Simon definitely didn't watch that one because he was here for that one. I suppose he's been here for most of
Since
it.
I'm comparing one of the early ones, he's just been watching what's no.
I'm just being noisy today.
So that's Anatolia. What else are we going to war for? Mystinia. What else have we got near here? So Aragon. Yeah, Croatia have coast. So I can stick that lot on a ship
Until it's sober.
Till it's not sober.
All right, you still have territory there. You just don't have the Kingdom of Jerusalem as a title.
Yeah.
Right.
Hang
So
on.
Iberia is in the
Yeah.
is in the midst of God knows how many wars. Have you gone one extra level deep in sub-realms, or has it accidentally got carved up rather more? It looks like it's accidentally rather more carved up than we were expecting.
Yeah.
Is De jure Lusitania much smaller than we were expecting or something?
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, there are like 8 billion little titles around here.
Oh, you're over your vassal limit.
Yes, I know I'm over my vassal limit.
Maybe we want to give Lusitania some more territory.
Let's find Lusitania. Lusitania.
Is Toledo a near duchy? Curses.
Yeah,
But is Toledo actually a kingdom?
I think it is.
Oh well. I think next time you regain an exarchate down in Iberia, you should probably just merge it into its neighbour, or give it to the neighbouring exarch to reduce the number of, because it doesn't matter how many vassal titles you have, the critical thing is how many vassal people you have.
Indeed. Ship you over there. We've raised France, we've raised Aquitaine. We've raised England. So let's Anatolia. Oh yeah, and I've got a small number in Morocco actually. Oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's just check that they really are just that little lot. Right.
How many troops does New York itself have? That was roughly what I was about to ask. Asking, you just found the answer. I think you want to send another few thousand troops into New York.
That's fine. I have a plan.
That looks like a nice number, I guess.
Off we go.
New York insists on marching in to meet you, as they are doing. Then maybe you'll manage to land your troops in time, and if not, your troops will really have a rather unhappy time. Or you could dismiss them right now.
I could, but
Because then New York won't hurt them.
it's true.
And then you could re-raise them when you've got 3,000 more troops there.
I can, yes.
Oops.
Religious
Not really
difference.
You can demand conversion.
Yeah, I think I will.
That's not a problem.
Right, there we are.
Probably.
Well,
No thanks.
yes, I will have some hot water, please. I realised I should also have looked at the Byzantine Empire, but I forgot. That's, so I don't think I can escape from that movement. That's not mine. That was mine. That's mine. Water point, that's mine. I was thinking I'll pick you up later.
I don't think that battle's going to end well.
Me neither.
Now I think we'll be using the time for those.
Hang on.
Troops.
I need to send them back over there. Now let's zoom in a bit.
So you can find Minorca because we thought Middlesex was difficult to find.
It's nothing compared to Minorca. Let's glue you guys together. Put in. Go back to Minorca so I can actually find the goddamn army.
Surprisingly well, actually.
Yes.
With a defensive advantage and a narrow flank.
Yes. But
Maybe we've lost on the front. Maybe a bit move of the next army in there. They may not last much longer.
oh look, people join the defensive pact against me. Okay, well that doesn't appear to have given me much in the way of negative war score. Right, so you're besieging.
Basically, if they can besiege the 4 holdings here, then you get 100% war score.
It's true. Oh, hang on. I need to send my fleet somewhere. 71 galleys. Get to go. Yeah. Glue you guys together. Stick. Rock in charge. And hope that one day, oh happy day, he will actually get some goddamn attributes. It's 380 galleys. Got to go to that sea area. Oh yeah, I should remember I've got some. So I've got a duchy in Sicily.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It is a rather long walk. So.
It is.
I think they're maybe in different counties.
Oh, we have positive war score there. Leave that together. Yeah. I shall be right there. Right. Shove you in there. Somebody send you off to England in case someone decides that it's a nice time to. French Gafson de Jure holding. Okay. Weird people. Why are you fleeing there? That's a hell of a way to flee. They're going to, like, some random kingdom that's not even mine. It's not like I don't have some holdings nearby that you're going to
scary battle.
walk past.
You seem to be about to lose a battle there. Would it be worth throwing the nearby large army in to help with the problem?
Yeah.
You can also check what commanders the enemy has, and what flank layout the enemy has.
Oh,
Probably helps as well, yes.
So they have two flanks with moderately indifferent commanders. But since I barely have a flank there at all, a centre at all.
That has the nice feature that you'll be flanking them with two of your flanks, which gives you like a 50% boost in power or something.
So that's given us 61% war score, which is quite nice. you guys
No, but you don't
march
report
into C. You guys march over there. Right, so we have some scary people coming. Well, let's put
This leads to spectacular commanders and hope for that.
pretty much. I mean, I've got troops coming in from the
Are
west.
they actually walking towards you?
Not currently, but anyway.
Right, good-o.
So let's see. Is there anywhere good I can besiege? Let's get you together. Let's stick a siege leader in charge of you, since that is what we are doing now. Right. So, I think you have joined in on that side. Can I raise anything substantial over here? Right, hang on. Guys, meet up in Navarra. Right. So, move right there. Move right here.
Oh, New York are being optimistic.
Let's go and get you from, instead of hitting whatever it was, Manentia, we can go and hit Anatolia instead. Right, ooh, we've hit 72% war score in this war already.
By successfully besieging the first holding.
That's the one. Right there. Right there. Two guys got to go there. Okay, you are not the Anatolian army, but you're big and scary, so... Excuse me. I vote we run away from you. Scottish Holy War for Antioch, okay. Right, whatever, Scotland, you do you. It's good. Do you together. Stick.
You might want to go via Essex to avoid a river crossing.
I think it's fine if I come from Bedford, isn't it?
I think you're not coming from Bedford, I think you're coming from Oxford at the moment.
Okay. Right.
Yes, I think that's now coming from Bedford.
Okay, let's zoom out a step so we can see a bit more of what is happening in our empire. Yes, that's fine.
Oh yes, I should look up transferring vassalage to see what the weird restrictions are that we're running into.
Yes.
Useful if I could get a tumble dryer at some point as well.
Oh, Squawk, feel free to evict the stuff that's in there onto my bed or onto, like, a chair or something.
So you can get to it, but you have to work.
Well, what I mean is,
Did you
currently I'm engaged in doing the thing. I did mean to do it after watching Mandastotian, but I forgot because I was a sea state. So, you guys, let's go. Right.
Right. No, hang on, that might not work.
I get the feeling that the Mallorcan people are feeling a tiny bit miserable.
So,
Oh no,
yes,
maybe
you
they're
seem
not.
to be losing that battle.
they were feeling miserable, now they're feeling cheery again.
Oh,
Oh well,
so
it's true.
you'll have to defeat them by besieging everything.
Well, yes.
So, the restrictions on vassal transfer are the vassal to be transferred must not be at war, which, might be a problem in Spain.
Yeah.
A rather minor one, the vassal to be transferred must not be an anti-pope. Probably doesn't come up very often. Vassal to be transferred must not be a minor patrician. Minor here, meaning being a patrician but not a doge. And dukes may only be transferred to their de jure liege when that title exists.
Ah,
So which I
Anatolia
think they
came to
mean-
help.
When a duke's de jure liege exists, the duke may only be transferred to that de jure
Right.
liege. Not that they may be transferred to the de jure liege only when that title exists.
Right.
Indeed, probably the correct way to phrase this would be dukes may be transferred only to their de jure liege when that title exists, and I'm going to try editing this page to fix that. Not that I'm picky about the placement of the word only or anything.
It's true. Only is one of those bits of English where there's very few rules about where precisely it can go, but it will change the meaning dramatically when you do shove it around. Right. Let's be just, even if we get less tax.
What I really mind my idea address being associated with the edit. But it is a very stable IP address.
It's just not very meaningful. So how are we doing out here?
Indeed, I think I'm now in a situation where my I mean, I think now our home IP address has lasted longer than one of my workstation at work. Though not with quite a lot of other systems at work.
Aha, we have positive war score in Anatolia. Go us.
Who's playing up there?
They joined in on the war.
Oh, the New Yorker there.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to win that in soon, anyway.
Yeah, but
You've got 93% war score and almost finished the next season.
it's true.
It's been 99% war score. Oh, right, because you haven't actually won a decent... but surely you've got 100% occupation. Oh, they're the fourth place.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just checking
That
what.
can probably be assaulted.
Yes. Hang on, let's say that. That will be assaultable shortly. That is assaultable now. Right.
Still 99% war score.
Still
But
nice.
I thought you could get 100% just by occupying all territory, but possibly the count owns something other than the actual county. Maybe we're checking what other territories he has.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go and make you a bit miserable. So,
What's that? A tiny barony in
insist.
Italy. Have you raised the army from? You probably need something slightly bigger than you can raise from your just south of there. I rather suspect that would be.
Not even slightly.
But on the other hand, it would be a useful addition to the army that you've got kicking around in New York.
It's true. there. Right, so we will shortly be down to 2 walls, which is progress. Right, insert thing into fleet. Insert fleet into Sicily. Okay. Yes, good. That's what we want to do. Yeah, okay, that is the right army. I just had this horrible feeling I got them fighting someone completely random.
You have a message from Europeans.
Oh. Well, you say you're not my Sakalarios any longer. Then
That's still a fairly horrible. Oh no, sorry, Sakalarios, 19. So,
yeah, it's still like 3 points better than, you know, I've got. So okay, well that's got me 100% more score in this war. Right, you are landed. Release the peace otter.
meanwhile, you have what I suspect is a surrender from New Yorker.
One.
I think that's correct.
Right, yes.
This is a de jure claim.
It is de jure claim, yes.
Now that should be part of your empire.
You what can now go over to Anatolia. And you lot can wander back to your home. And let's assault that holding. So,
Are you claiming the entire kingdom of Anatolia?
Anatolia. Yeah.
Right, yes, okay. Not one to do things by halves then.
Well, I try and go for kingdoms. I mean, I have been going for a few duchies at the moment because, well, you know, I don't have claims on enough kingdoms. So, Anatolia then. can dismiss you because you're ditchy. Insert. Let's not do that. You're too small an army, so right, well, you guys get to go here. We've besieged Antioch. Let's shove you on the ship. And shove you off over there. I don't know where most of the actual Antiochian forces are.
You mean Antonia?
Anatolian. Yeah.
Maybe they're in the middle of another war.
It's possible. I mean, there's like some of them. There's some more. There's a lot more of the Cilicians. Right, anyway. You lot. I want you to be over there.
So what penalty are you getting for your being over vassal?
Taxes and levies. Basically, what I want to do is go around and see if I can sort out some of my vassalage when this war is over. Right, okay, we're still cheering up the Exarch of Armenia in the hope that he will stop having a goddamn faction against us. Hungarian-Polish de jure war. Okay. Whatever. Do we have anyone in charge of our army? Yes, we do. Right. Right. At the moment, I think I can. Let's at least dock you in a friendly port. Yes, so we are busy having the Battle of Loranda against approximately 3, count them, people. Curiously, they did indeed lose. Right, you guys are going over there. Yes, I want you to be. Where we want you to be. Right. Oh, I found 2,000 troops. Let's see. Managed 1% more score via battle. I'm slightly tempted when either the 10,000 or the 12,000 thing finishes besieging everything in the province to stick someone big in charge and send them off to hunt down those 2,000 troops. Okay, good. Eventually we'll be out of truce with Connacht, but they'll probably be back in the defensive pact on the grounds that they're not that stupid. We're at 61% war score. Pausing doesn't let time pass. Who knew? Okay, right, what are you besieging there? Okay, right, we will sort that. Go there. Let's put you guys together. We're at 72% war score. Would quite like a battle, because otherwise it's going to be very tedious to get to 100% occupation.
Yes, Anatolia is quite big.
Yes.
So it's fairly tedious trying to get to 100% occupation of Mallorca.
It's
And that
true.
consisted of 2 islands and a
3
a
counties.
small castle somewhere.
Yeah.
Some ships arrive.
So they have.
But on the other hand, not disgorged them. Now the flank is doing quite well.
It is, isn't it?
I mean, not well enough, but...
Montea, which I just took over, has now got the Montean revolt going on.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, often that turns out to be the previous king taking his kingdom back.
Yes.
Just now he's under
It's fine. Well, I'll
English control.
transfer vassalage. Count Trond of Nitra gains the Kingdom of Anatolia. Okay. Right. We won. These mirrors need to let time pass. So, dismiss ships is... just like dismissal review. Yep. Dismiss you. Dismiss you. And let's dismiss you. Right, well that was moderately successful. We've now got all of the... Is that the Canaries? Not the Canaries. The... whatever those islands are.
I want to say Balearic, but I'm not sure. So I shall relook in those apps.
Yes. And we now have Anatolia. Isn't that nice? Let's just briefly check that there isn't anywhere interesting that's not in a defensive pact against me. Yeah. Well, mysteriously, for some reason, it turns out that...
Okay, I only actually have to look at the index map, which labels page 76 as Balearic Islands.
Woohoo!
So yes, those are the Balearic Islands.
So, nowhere sensible isn't in a
Islas
defensive.
Baleares.
Okay. So, let's have a look at vassals. Let's start from the bottom up. Mayor of Harrow likes me. Mayors we want to try and keep.
Well, in particular, the in general, you want to keep the baron level people in your counties.
So he can be transferred.
So if his de jure liege is not you, not directly you, then you probably want to transfer him to his de jure liege.
I do. Transfer vassalage.
You don't need to, but
yeah, but it will help sort my vassal limit problem out.
I'm not sure actually that barons count towards it, because that didn't change. I think it's been 48.
Yes.
I think it was 48 before. So I think those may not actually matter.
Okay, well, he should stay. Well, I can put him de jure under France, can't I?
Yeah, but you could keep him as well. I mean, it doesn't really, I think barons don't matter. I can look that one up as well.
So I should be looking to transfer dukes, really.
Or counts.
I'd also have fewer vassals if all of my vassals didn't have major uprisings against them. Duke of Toledo.
So he is currently a duke directly under you.
Yeah,
he's
he's
currently in the middle of 3 wars, and so you can't transfer him.
I can't transfer his vassalage. Damn him.
But yes, I think you should be trying to get rid of direct duke and count vassals, if it makes sense so to do. But if they're at war, I think you can't. And I think it's that the person is at war, not that the title is contested.
Duke of Kurdistan. Off you go. That's helped a bit.
Now down to 47 out of 46.
That's the one. Duke of Samara. Where's Samara? Okay. It's de jure part of Iraq.
But I don't think that the King of Iraq is currently a vassal.
Yes, but I can probably put it into...
She is Queen of both Assyria and
Armenia.
Armenia. So yes.
Well, we can definitely move the Count of Shamaka under her. Let's move Count of Zandra and Abar under her. Now that's looking better. Count of Tyrconnell should...
Barons are not counted towards the direct vassal limit. Counts and higher are counted.
Right. Tyrconnell.
Complicated set of rules to work out what the limit is. Surely should be placed under we locally use Franconia for that, don't we?
Anyway, let's zoom in a bit. Right, anyway, that's got our vassals down to
43 out of
43, which gives me a bit of headroom. So currently we have, how old am I? I am 49, and I have, I think, 2 holdings building. I'm not sure about that. Let's see if we can find anywhere at all
Croatia has been good at being busy building holdings, it looks like.
with
Also, the Ottomans are fairly short on slots. Others on.
a bit holding there. So
Do a quick explore of any despots you can imprison or
yes.
excommunicate.
Let's also have a quick explore of factions.
So you would love to transfer him under someone, but the person to transfer him under is himself. Because you really want the Kingdom of Jerusalem, but some bugger is nicknamed Jerusalem.
That's the one. Right, so let's put him there. Off we go. Vassals. Opinion. A lot of the exarchs are very happy with me. Right, let's get down to people who are like 95 or less. Oh, hang on, there's only one title I can I give you an honorary title?
You know your bishop.
It's true. However, let's set time tick. Exarch of Pannonia, however. Revolt, I can't give anything to. No, hang on. Fulham, Baron, Despot of Scotland. Right. Count there.
What is she have such a low title, doesn't it? A low title, low opinion. Mostly from raised levies.
Levies, that's fine. We can try not to raise levies from Aquitaine for a bit. Right, you're a duchess, so you might be worth chatting up if we have anything spare, which we don't. Count.
You've already got an
Oh, yeah.
You've got a revoke
yes.
option.
Yes. Exarch of... Oh! Right, I think that's all of my minor titles given out. So, let's go and see if there's anyone we've entitled the Kingdom of Lapland. Okay.
So the new Duchess of Lapland will be your obvious candidate.
Right. Oh, Vice Royalty, Lapland. Doof. Oh yeah, we might as well start the purging of the prisoners. So, having ransomed some prisoners, let's go and... What are you guys doing? Are you playing Swap the Bishop or something? Right, righteous imprisonment. Serene Doge. No.
I don't think you have it. Since if you're going to keep England as a merchant republic, then it will have to remain
Indeed.
as a merchant republic. You can't. So
Yes.
there's no gain to imprisoning him and like he loves you.
Yes. So, Despot of Lithuania, though.
Would be an obvious one, or Queen Aldonza the Just is the other
Yeah.
person at that level.
Well, let's go after Lithuania.
Dropping the heroes who flag the rebellion.
Yes. So, what? Excuse me. I need to work out what countries I have nearby. We have the Polish Revolt and Poland. And Novgorod and Vladimir. Pannonia and Anatolia. Right, how big is Lithuania? Right, that should be enough. Right, off we start.
I don't even remember noticing why we were allowed to imprison him.
Probably he's been plotting against us. It's hard to say.
It was excommunication for the Serene Doge of England.
Yeah.
I think you lost the territory you've been proselytising
Well,
temporarily.
it's fine. He can go next door. Actually, let's stick Speedy Speed boots in and go over there. And you. And then we'll turn Lithuania into an exarchate. Right, let's try not to be cruel. It's a theory. Ooh. So I think that was something for the Dove Memorial. Well, unfortunately, wheat is now full up. We'll have to wait until we get some more stuff. Right, anyway, we've cleared out ourselves a bit.
Slightly doggy battle where your current state is normal.
Well, let's take you round.
No, I'm not necessarily saying you shouldn't do it.
No, I think I
In particular, because if you put it off, he's going to get more troops there.
yeah, but I'm not actually that bothered because I've got 9,000 troops coming up from the south. So, right. I get 40 prestige a month, nearly 41. That's quite silly. But then I get like 23 a month just for having a million vassal kingdoms, so you know. Finished.
So I recommend that at the next crusade, you stuff your nail of the true cross into that relic tomb, so that you can get another one.
Yes. Yes, I think you're right. Let's build something that gets me extra temple vassal opinion because it's unique. And also it will, you know, make sure my priests are a bit cheerier and paying taxes to me in the few direct holdings that I have. They've arrived, but they're a lot cheerier. And some of my mates have arrived. It looks like they're sending in their spare troops, but that's fine. I've got another 800 troops coming. So I think that's going to be okay. I'm not going to try merging them. Actually, I can try merging them. Right, that's not a bad set. I'm completely fine with that. And this lot can sit down and besiege Lublin. Dublin. While this fight happens. Ooh, we've got a narrow flank. That's nice.
And because the battle, there was a brief gap between the two battles, you've switched to the defender role. Not that it makes a lot of difference.
Yes. We're now in melee in the centre, and we've kind of squished their centre a bit, and one of their wings. Right, well, they've got 600 more troops coming, but I don't think they're going to have a very good day. Probably. The only downside with this is I do have to besiege quite a lot because Lithuania is quite big. I don't know, you should just put revolving doors in all these bishoprics instead of those big heavy oak ones. And this, of course, this is the cathedral at Albi, in which case there's no chance there's going to be revolving doors because it's far too scary a cathedral for that. Oh no, we need to prepare the Eye of London. Let's repair the Eye of London. It is great, whatever it is great work. So, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Right, we're besieging things. Let's make the lights flash faster. Since all we're doing is besieging things. Oh, it looks like it's becoming winter. Is that going to be a problem for the supply limits? No. Oh dear, something's happened to my court chaplain.
I don't think it may not be entirely wise to appoint your heir as your own.
Yes, I think also he's not that good at it.
No. Thus might get lynched by the peasants when he goes out trying to convert them.
Yes. So let's invite this guy to court. Yes, and he has turned out quite reasonable. So I don't want him to mysteriously die mysteriously of mysterious causes. Not that that's ever happened to any of my offspring. Right, 66% war score. Because I think we now don't have a massive drag on our thingy. Right, let's stick Mr. Schmooch and send you off over there. And make sure they can't besiege any of my bits back. Woohoo, we have besieged Lublin, which has helped quite a bit. Can we assault this place? Yes. 78%. Right, well, let's march you up there. The French won a war against Scafsa, so I think slightly more of Africa is now French. So we've arrived up there in a fight with no major penalties, which is nice.
Yeah, they've still broken 2 of the flanks, though.
Yeah, they have, haven't they? I'm slightly surprised at that. Yes, me too. I'm slightly surprised by that because I have a reasonable numerical advantage and some quite good commanders. Doesn't seem to have done terribly much for the war score though, so you know. I've stopped being proud, which will probably make people like me a bit more, mostly. So, let's shovel... No. Let's shovel you lot back in there. Also let time pass, because otherwise no one goes anywhere. 80% score. 2% more score. So keep over there. Oh, let's assault that. Okay, nothing terrible around there. So back we go to that, sort that, and march you over there. They're annoying me. But at least this lot can besiege Kaunas. Right. Oh dear, we're getting through commanders.
Well, the Despot Island is dark.
Just snuffed it. Fair enough. Right. So How are we doing this time?
I think your overwhelming numerical advantage was
Yeah.
kind of useful.
Right, the time-honoured methodology of going, come on if you think you're hard enough. Right, 95% more score. Let's besiege that holding back. 100% more score. Release the otter.
Westward DVDs, that's fine.
So you're the despot of Lithuania. I'm going to invoke your title. Right, let's get sub-realms up from that. I can't make him.
No, because he's not.
Yeah.
Oh, she does desire Lithuania.
Right, but she likes me a lot, so. Right.
So now get back to your suburbs and see what weird things that spat out. So those odd bits. You don't have another kingdom in
No.
do you? So that Volhynia
Talava.
looks like it's across about a border.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that. Oh, no, hang on, Volhynia is. Oh no, you not got you selected. Yes. So Volhynia and
Pskov.
there's a bunch of stuff there that can either go. And Volhynia obviously ought to go to Lithuania.
Right, yeah, let's.
If you can.
Not grant them the title, transfer vassalage. Possibly. I mean, I will check by finding the exarchate of, the despot of Vladimir and seeing if I can transfer any useful vassalage to him, which I cannot.
So Lublin seems to be keeping around loose, and that probably wants going somewhere, but maybe you want to check who the de jure liege of Lublin is.
It's true.
So it was the southernmost tip of the area that had of the kind of Lithuanian patch that you were invading. So just west of Red Rosina.
Oh, yeah.
I think at the moment it's direct vassal of you, and that should well, you can see who its de jure liege is, which you can get by just.
Poland.
Okay, right. Then it's probably transfer to Poland. That's Polish revolt. At least that's capital of Polish revolt.
Hang on.
Actually, go there. Go to that place. Go to its holding. Switch to de jure view. Go to the relevant kingdom, and then you can find the person to
Transfer vassalage. Lublin. Right, I'm going to go to the loo.
Is that, so you're in de jure kingdom's view?
Yeah.
Right, it looks like the limits of Poland are now pretty accurately the de jure limits of Poland.
Woohoo! We have made progress. I'm going to go to the loo, and what I will do, however, is click on that so you can contemplate whether there's anyone we want to go and kick and take their thing off and turn them into a vice boy. Yes, of course, the thing is, as you've probably pointed out in one of the earlier sessions of this, we have the thing whereby the more viceroyalties we create, the more the vassals that aren't in viceroyalties hate me.
Yeah.
And then they join the independence faction because they're pissed off, and then that means that we've got a reason to...
mere factionalising is not a reason for imprisonment. So it occurs to me actually that the Count of Powys might be worth squashing, merely because that will get you a county. On the other hand, it gets you a county that really either one of England or Wales will want, so possibly the other thing to do with the Count of Powys is to give him to England or Wales, whichever is his de jure vassal, de jure liege.
Also, currently he loves me.
Well, yes, but he is probably causing either England or Wales not to love you.
It's true.
By virtue of being your vassal. So
Well,
that's a small bit of tidying you could apply.
yes.
And then the other obvious one is the Queen of Brittany.
Who does not love me very much at the moment anyway.
I mean, so I've been trying to tidy up Powys because it should be tidied up.
Yeah. Well,
meanwhile,
let's do that.
that's
Which point we go, look, this is our surprised face. So that's Powys. So let's...
so that should be part
Part
of
of
Wales.
Wales.
So
let's find
the King of Wales,
the King of Wales
who's also King of Scotland.
and transfer vassalage of Powys. Powys.
It should now take him up to
Right,
100
so...
opinion of you, I think. Well, 93 anyway.
Well, yeah, that's quite cheerful.
What was... Oh, the minus 32 is phenomenal number of viceroys, yes.
Yeah.
Right, so... Meanwhile, where is Brittany?
There is Brittany. Brittany is currently not very happy with me.
No, we just tried to imprison their queen. Well, that'll do.
Yeah. Right, well, let's... I keep sticking Brock in there in the hope that one day he will acquire, like, some use as a commander.
You might want to wait for their
Oh, morale.
morale build up.
Right, well, let's... Let's pause them there, because they'll cheer up a bit anyway as they're on the move. Look, you're besieging some of my territory. Oh dear, the Scottish War for Antioch has ended inconclusively. How disappointing. To be fair though, their morale's not much better. So, Anatolian Revolt War. Okay, I think Peasant Revolt.
The Isle of Wight has risen up against you. After all, the army of the Kingdom of England is currently busy. Actually, Scotland is available. Squish.
Excuse me, I need to zoom in so I can find somewhere on the Isle of Widget to click in order to do that. Right, so we're besieging somewhere in Britain. Right, fine. Still can't go anywhere well with Paul
Looks
Wars.
like you have. What are those two odd-coloured patches around the River Severn?
River Severn. That is Armenia and that is Lotharingia.
Okay. At least they're not random loose bits of...
They're not random loose bits. You know, frankly, if the King of England has a problem, or Wales...
With that, they can deal with it themselves.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not like when they're trying to take a direct vassal off me.
I mean, technically, I think they can... Oh no, maybe they can't actually. If it's your vassal, they might actually officially have to go to war with you, which would obviously be rather unpleasant for them.
Yes. Right.
Well, that was a fairly quick revolt.
Let's dismiss the army because we can't actually fit 17,000 people in the Isle of Widget. With its 10.87k supply limit. Okay. Aquitanian Irish de jure war over Poitiers has ended. So I think Poitiers should notify it back to realm view and then to sub-realm view. Poitiers is no longer Irish, which is slightly annoying because it was quite a convenient way of raising Irish troops on the continent. Still, we work with what we have. Oh, there's a very small army of Brittany over there. I think we'll let them be. I assume my war score is ticking down something shocking because I don't hold all of the stuff. That's fine, 34. Right, we'll sort. Ooh. Let's spend some time in gold to investigate the weird Chamber of Weird in the Southern Arboreal Stop. Right, let's sort that holding. Right, well, let's gain 100 gold and try not to lose charitable attributes. Here we have besieged Babol. Let's assault some Buke. Ooh, I've gained 1 intrigue, learning to beware inns that smell of manure. Which, as we know, is a vitally important life skill for emperors.
I think only one of your previous characters has been blown up like that.
Nevertheless, he's the Duke of Lithuania, and that's fine. I've got a vassal in between me and him. So let's sit here and besiege Goanga. Oh. Okay, ooh. I think that means
So, a grandchild.
that I have a grandchild.
I think you now have 2 grandchildren. I think you got one before.
But we're definitely equipped with grandchildren. This is good. Oh yes, I remember, because he had Trianos, who turned out to be a genius, and Apollonia's a genius too. That's good. Ooh, I can store a relic.
Well, I mean... Oh, yes, I guess, likely.
I think... Yeah, we should wait until just before the next crusade. It's fully tricked out with stuff for the time being. I don't know where you're going. And I'd like to point out that, fine. Mallorca has become Catholic. Don't know what it was before.
Possibly Muslim still.
Possibly. I think it might have been Orthodox though. There seemed to be an outbreak of Orthodoxy in Spain. I think my plan is to finish this siege, perhaps assault the next one, then walk next door and give that army a kicking, should it still need one at that point. Victory. Assault. Victory. Get in there. Oh, 100%. Release the peace otter. Enforce demands. We won. I don't want to do that. I want to revoke one precise title, the Kingdom of Brittany. Now, let's grant him the Viceroyalty of Brittany. Now, let's zip back to realm view and then sub-realm view and check that nothing particularly weird has happened, except Suffolk, York and Sussex have...
Suffolk and York are still part of Sussex and York are still part of Upper Brittany.
But Suffolk
has popped out and probably wants to be assigned to England.
It's true. Transfer vassalage.
Maybe in the form of the dual East Anglia.
Oh yeah, there it is, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. There also seem to be some bits that have popped out those parts of... Okay, those are parts of the ex-updated British. Okay, what's going on with Caen and such like?
That's all part of England.
Part of England at the moment. Okay,
yeah.
right.
I think
Most serene Republic of England.
Yes.
Right.
Most serene Republic.
43 vassals is about the correct number.
Yeah. Right, so...
Yes, it does occasionally say despot when it really should say
yes.
exarch.
I mean, I could take it off the Serene Doge, but I think we should...
Silly.
That would be silly.
I think there are now no remaining kingdoms that you are immediately in a position to revoke. If you wanted to revoke more, the way to do it, I think you just... I don't know why you might want to take it, because he's like very happy with you and he's probably giving you a lot of money.
Indeed. Well, it's not going to be terrible.
So...
Oh,
yes.
You're still sitting around in Lithuania. Let's dismiss you.
And yes, if you wanted to acquire more things, the thing to do would be to see if you can have anyone excommunicated.
Yes.
It looks like you still have 15,000 troops kicking around somewhere. Some of them. $4,000 or 5,000.
Right.
There they are.
Lonely bastards in Anatolia. Whoops, they've been there a little while.
Right, well that'll stop your vassals getting so pissed off.
It's true. they've just been usurping stuff from each other. So, Danish papal de jure war over Holstein. Okay, go for
Again.
that. Yeah, but you know. So, woohoo! Technology from Constantinople. Azerbaijan has gone Christian. Ooh, I can go on a grand hunt. Let's go on a grand hunt. That's a good thing to do. Right, let's see if we can gain one marshal, possibly at the expense of dying, but you know.
You didn't choose that one. You chose the middle one, which was make your hunter lights.
Did I? I didn't mean to. Whoops.
Possibly make the master of the hunt lights, but I don't think you master of the hunt. Yes. So yes, I think if you want to revoke any more things, you have one approach would be to get people excommunicated.
Right, let's go for the bear. In the hope that one day I will get one marshal by doing this. Well, bye-bye Polish revolt war. Right. Come on, I'm going to face the thing alone with my spear, god damn it.
You do realise you have a personal combat score of -3.
No, but apparently I have a personal combat score of -3. I mean, it was positive until I got old. My wife probably has a better combat score than me.
Oh,
Yes,
substantially.
it's true. Hooray, conversion to Catholicism. We like that. So that's... Storing a feast. Holding a feast is a harmless way to spend time and money. While we wait for useful people to do that.
Oh, you can always get them excommunicated yourself.
That's true. Well, let's see. Can I request an excommunication of someone?
King of Nubia, is he one of your vassals?
No, I'm pretty confident that Nubia is not part of my domain.
Sure.
Yes. Oh, but if he's excommunicated, no, he'll still be part of the defensive pact, won't he?
Yes, for Christians in general.
Right, yes.
So,
Serene Doge of Pisa, excellent. Duke of Wessex, don't care. Duchess, Duke.
so why do you have the option to ask for the King of Nubia to be excommunicated? I think these are sorted by ranks.
Yeah.
Norman Good is going to be-
I don't know, I assume he's done something interesting. Anyway. Because he's also a Christian, obviously.
There weren't any others outside your realm.
There's the Serene Doge of Pisa.
Oh, is he not one of yours?
Pretty sure he's not one of mine. French Almovarad de Jure war over Mardia. Okay, good. Right, let's spend lavishly on food.
Right, okay, you're almost certainly going to get
A ton of...
past 50,000 prestige quite shortly.
Put all that too. I mean... other than make me...
So you are personally as good as the entire Capetian dynasty.
Okay, yeah, that's... I mean, I have to say, 2 crusades.
To be fair, the Capetians don't think the Capetians managed to rule this much of Europe.
They didn't.
And Africa and Asia.
They got... now, were they technically Capetians or were they Angevins who got Sicily and crusaded Jerusalem? The new king of Croatia.
You probably can't imprison the new king of Croatia.
He's about 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not itself a problem, but being 3 doesn't give you many opportunities to have got into trouble yet.
Indeed.
I mean, you might, I suppose, be able to excommunicate a 3-year-old on the grounds that the Pope probably likes you more than he likes 3-year-olds.
It's true, but that feels excessively mean, even for, even for an emperor. Ooh, the despot of Norway is now known as the Just. So let's...
Probably can't excommunicate him,
No. Right, I imprison... Right, well, let's imprison the Mayor of London. On the grounds that... I received a letter from someone in Dipalpur in the kingdom of Rajputana, claiming he has in his possession a copy of a philosophy book by the famous Greek philosopher Thales of Mileto, but that work was unknown until now. So, I can ask my courtier to go and acquire the book. I can ask a different courtier to go. I can lose prestige or whatever.
You might want to investigate the courtiers a bit more.
Yes. So he's a random liege. He's a brilliant strategist, organiser, twin. Sympathy for Muslim religions. Right, what about Gabriel?
He likes you more.
Yes. And he's got sympathy for Muslim religion, just, patient, gregarious, paranoid, cynical and ill.
Well, ill doesn't sound good.
Ill, not very good. Right, let's send the one that's likely not to die en route. This year's greatest feast, that's because we only held one.
Well, you only held one. There's been plenty of other feasts across Europe.
I suppose. So yes, it'd be nice to try and get those bits there on the Baltic to join everything up a bit more. Failing that, Chernihiv would be nice. Can we invite some people who might have a claim on Chernihiv?
Noting that it's currently ruled by a woman.
It's currently ruled by a woman. I mean, obviously, I have to wait for her to leave the defensive pact by some means, but let's invite him to court anyway. I'm not sure why he's the commander of Chernihiv with a martial skill of 4. I mean, with diplomacy 11, that's that's at least not a completely incompetent chancellor, but...
Oh, no, commander. But, he was chancellor and
a commander. Yes. Right. So that allows us to join up Chernihiv. What about Kingdom of Georgia? Do we have any good or indeed any claimants there? Oh, well, you've got weak claim on Galicia Volhynia, so we're going to invite you to court. You've inherited the kingdom of Aquitaine. Off we go. Zoom in. Try and work out where de jure Aquitaine is. Okay, you're maybe not the absolute best choice. Right, you're not a terrible choice at all. Right, squink. Realms, sub-realms. Nothing very weird has happened except that there are some little...
There are holes where France
is.
That if we could get Francis being an exile cake, we could probably mend.
Ooh, we have finished building stage 3 of the Dove Memorial Garden. So... let's build some garden statues to improve the plot power defence, I think. Factions. Independence is trying. Ooh, I've gained an intrigue. Ooh, my mission. It was a generic thing to, one of the kind of events you get when you're improving your intrigue. I can't have any ambitions.
Oh, you're 52.
I'm 52. My empire is extensive. Yes. Right, do we have any claimants on this place? Like you have... wow. I'm inviting people to court to prepare for my wars next time. Of course, right now, even though my threat is declining, literally no one is going to leave the defensive pact against me. Let's see how many troops I have when I'm... okay! Yep, that's
quite a lot.
that's...
right, Ubia is the...
is Kingdom of Crusade
former
Jerusalem. Yes.
Former Crusade Jerusalem.
Right, let's zoom in a notch. Let's get up these sub-realms of the Byzantine Empire. Like that. Okay, we're not actually that big a duchy. You are, however, a sizable duchy. Oh, well, everyone loves me so much. Let's invite you to court as well.
Don't need to need some more holdings.
I'm going to need some more holdings, but currently I have 2 holdings.
You invited like 5 claimants to your court.
Yes, well, have a plan. My current plan, as you can see, that I can't get another barony. Sod it, I have a lot of money. Let's build you a temple. Can't do anything with that. Squeak if you see one, because I'm trying to focus on making sure I click on everything. Let's just check those are both already starting off with. Oh no, that's not mine. That's accidentally the Holy Roman Empire. Empires currently. There's one. Castle.
Or from Top Sandria.
It's true. Oh, I'm already building one. That's Let's. I think that's probably enough buildings. Aha! We've returned with a philosophy book that was supposedly written by Thingy. Maybe I should invite some learned scholars to discuss this precious filing. I will read the book and see by myself. I gain the Lost Philosophy book as an artifact. I gain 1 learning, and opinion goes up, I think. So that gets me prestige and loses me gold. That gets me 20 prestige. I think I will increase my learning. And I've got a Lost Philosophy book in my treasury. Let's go and look and see what it thinks a Lost Philosophy book does. Oh yeah, so it is.
Battle of England +3.
So it is equipped.
Right. And it's the fact that you own a library that
allowed me to do
it
this.
only works if you have some learning.
Yes. 6 rated only equal to 6, but I've got 15. So that's actually relatively.
Because you read Lost Philosophy book.
Yep. Yes, my plan is basically to run this now, looking every so often at whether we can imprison anyone good, and wait until I've got like all 5 holdings in my my thing, which will then mean that I will then try and that's going to take me up to age 54. Then we save and stop, and then.
You could overlap building the holdings with the wars.
I can a bit, yes. But, so, it's the 5th of July, 1307. I think we should run into at least this time in 1308, maybe towards the end of 1308. And, thing. Right, so... I lose 50 prestige, but I gain 1 learning. I lose a small amount of monthly prestige for a year, but that's not going to be noticeable. Lose 30 prestige.
Can you inspect clever forgery in your
treasury
now? Is it still worth having? So it's now +1 intrigue, +1 learning.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a nice thing to have around.
I do get general opinion -3 though.
But that's only for the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're not planning to do much in the next year.
It's true.
Just announce that you're not going to invade the entire world in the next year.
Well, I can't, because there's massive defensive pacts against me. I mean, I suppose I'm getting to the point where I could probably maybe can't take on the pagan defensive pact. But I might be able to take on
Muslim defensive pact. Islam has been very heavily squashed this game, as I recall. like, actually, there may be the slight problem that you can't find many Muslim around the Sweden Bay.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Well, there's some Nestorians. And there's a lot of
Islam
Orthodox.
has been almost eradicated.
We do still have a lot of pagans.
Well, remember the map projection makes that.
Yes, but even so. Also, they're hard to get to.
Yes, I think you could probably...
I can usurp the Emirate of Colonia.
Right. Which is a duchy where exactly?
Somewhere around here? Hang
Right,
on, let's turn off de jure.
okay.
There. Hang on, let's
so
sit
how
back.
does that relate to your actual realms? So it's partly in your realm and partly not. I mean, it looks like it could probably be usurped by one of your vassals. What are your vassals doing in that area? But I think that must surely be 2 counties inside Armenia and 1 outside Armenia.
Yes.
So I think the king of Armenia could usurp it and say to you, Faf, or you can do it and then give it to them and they'll want you.
Let's find the exorcisor and grant her the landed title of Random Duchy. Ooh, we can recruit a new academy hero. Let's see what...
That's sort of relic.
No, I don't want to do that. Does that get rid of that thing forever?
I doubt it.
Right, well let's
I think you can store as many relics as you like.
maybe not do that. Excellent, that just gives that back. Right. Marcus of Vendôme. Tough soldier, flat terrain expert, brawny, gladiator. Craven proud.
Not a very good commander.
No.
Craven.
Let's get you to go away.
Cause him to vanish without trace.
Trace, yes. I'm sure I gave you the Duchy of Azerbaijan not long ago. I'm pretty sure I did. Why did I imprison you? Oh yeah, you slaughtered people. I'm not going to ransom you.
You can execute him instead.
I could, but that feels unnecessarily tyrannical. Right, you're a raider, I don't care. The problem is I can't take Ossory as a county name ever since reading Pratchett's Small Gods. Because that's just like... You're just a random courtier.
Yes, that should be safe.
Hang on, let's check she doesn't have any good claims on anything. Right, yes.
So who did the righteous imprisonment? I don't think you were then, because you kind of got distracted by
No, nothing good.
evil sex, more or less.
Ooh. Aquitanian Navarrese de jure war on the Exarch of Navarre. Fine. Zaragoza has gone Catholic. That's good. So there's a small flying thing flying around here. Oh, someone's usurped a county title. That never happens.
Oh, that's you, Norman. Oh no, that wasn't an fighting innovation, was it? I don't think I was wondering if that had actually moved Normandy from England to France.
Well, half of Normandy, or some of
What we see.
Rouen is in Brittany.
Yes.
So some of, yes, I think some of it's moved, but not that much. I don't know. I don't know where the Barony of Suita was, but whatever. Okay. Right, so we need to go and have a look at what's happening down there at some point. I'm possibly going to kick them again, but I think currently we probably have a truce with them. Because we were at war not that long ago. So I think we get another sort of six or 7 months into 1308, and then I think we stop.
So does your territory adjoin the remaining Muslim territories?
That's an interesting question. So
Probably not. You switch to region, you know roughly where your territory is.
So
Yes,
I
okay.
border that sheer
So you
bit.
could go take
I
you could-
border that sheer bit because I surround it.
So there may be some holy wars available to you in that area.
That's true. Now there's a few more Zikri, whoever they are.
I think that is indeed a Muslim
Right. So
heresy.
you're my not very good son. And you're my like third son. Right. Yeah, okay, let's betray you to the Exarchessa of Lapland. I don't think that's a terrible thing. You like me and you have some small talent in backstabbing. Let's see if we can get you. Right. Will do. So, Mr. Bond. Let's take time quite fast. Doof. Anatolian Holy War for Palmyra. Well, that's nice.
Yes, of course your vassals will also get holy wars.
Indeed.
There we go.
Yeah.
Some part of Fez
He's now not.
has
Right, you're my grandson. You're a genius.
I think he's your first grandson, so he would probably inherit
Inherit.
the empire.
Pie, yes.
So you want to be quite going for breeding here. Ideally you want a fair genius, but a beautiful genius.
Yeah.
I think his talent is fair, but that's not available. So let's go for Catholic genius at least. Preferably aged marginally younger than him.
Right, like her. Yeah, I think we go for her. Right, with 8 of our earth whatnots, we want to assign him a guardian who is not that. Right, I'm now quite a good person to bring people up. Right, let's do that. Holding in Ossuary is still under siege, but I can't see any of it because we're at the wrong scale. Oh, you're not even trying. Well, you are trying, but, sitting there with 2,000 people outside there hoping that this will, lead to glorious success. Spoiler, probably not going to lead to glorious success. Ooh, I've inherited the Kingdom of Denmark. Let's go and look and see. Right, so your main problem with me is I'm a foreigner and the stuff to do with viceroyalty, so let's make you my viceroy. I now have a small problem in that I don't currently have a magistros. I could make my son my magistros.
And it does involve sending him out into the world.
Yes. But look at how amazingly diplomatic he is, and
It's true, yes.
he can increase his diplomacy by doing this.
Yes, I mean, you don't have to send him out, of course. You can just keep him at home.
It's true. Let's find my...
But yes, your state diplomacy will now be utterly ludicrous.
So... Oh, damn it, that was the wrong county. Oh well, we'll just have to fix that in a bit. Yes, my state diplomacy is 63.
Well, that should mean that all your vassals love you.
You get quite a...
How many points of... Oh, right, yes.
So... Right, let's make him a kind thingy. So... I get plus 17 for state
Your state
diplomacy.
That's very nice.
Yes. But,
Okay, why does the Duke of Samara hate you so much? I'm trying to just make him somebody else's problem. He wants control of the county of Dare. So we can probably give him that.
well, provided they're not at war. That's at least now positive. We like positive numbers. Okay, even more people are joining the defensive pact.
We didn't even know there were any more people.
Yep, soon.
You made to go to bed.
Good night. Let's do it to you in the morning.
Good night, stream.
Okay, my numbers are actually slightly down on their maximum.
Possibly people are busy having got all the kids in their levies.
It's possible. The other thing that I should do is let's arrange that by total strength and see if there's anyone that's got an opinion of... Right, we don't appear to have any honorary titles.
Yes, the people lost quite a lot of your honorary title holders.
Right, so...
So if anything, noted of significantly less than 100 should probably be fixed.
96 is so marginal because I lose 1 point of efficiency.
Yes, there would indeed be 1 point wasted.
Kingdom of Anatolia.
Well, you could also check why he dislikes you so much. In case there's something that needs to be fixed.
No, nothing fixable there. Oh, let's make you my cupbearer. Because I can. Denmark loves me. Polonia, not
What does he
quite.
look like being an exile?
Hmm?
Desires the barony of Petrograd.
Yeah.
Transfer vassals.
Yeah.
Or, oh no, he desires. Oh, that means what? Oh no. No, that means you actually hold the barony. and you're probably planning to populate it at some point.
Yes.
Uh,
So
you could stick your claimant in now, but no.
well, I need to work out which claimant, and then that's a problem for. Right. Well, she doesn't like me, but we can make her keeper of the swans. Why don't you like me? Is there anything fixable? Not really. No. Okay. Just going to. So he's keeper of deck. So I think we've now distributed all of that. So I'm going to run us through to about September. Ooh, I've inherited the kingdom of Baesia. Do you think is in Spain? Yeah, it's in Spain.
Look at.
Grant Viceroyalty. Kingdom of Baesia. Now it's back to realms. That thing. So, right, that's all as sensible as it's going to get. Down there.
Oh yeah. What's that one yellow thing down
It looks like it's an independent count.
there? No, it's a count who's your.
He's my
vassal.
vassal.
So I would
So-
be trying to stick him under whatever it is.
Carthaginiensis, I think.
If you can.
If I can. He might be at war, so I might not be able to. Right, he's at war. I can't do that.
So I'm curious, does the current exarch of Carthaginiensis desire control of that?
No, not.
Not at the moment, possibly because he can't.
Yes.
I get it.
Second Danish papal de jure war over Holstein.
Yes.
Second of this ruler, or second of this era, because I'm sure we've had some before. What I was going to do is, no, I don't want to control that. What I want is that. So, Toxandria. So, right, so that now gives us about 6 months to run wars in, which is a sensible amount of time. So I think this is, let's turn down time now while I remember. So I'll pause briefly to check I got that right. And let's save and stop.
Do you have any useful summary of this? Because right now I'm frankly going to say in which things proceed roughly as normal.
I think in which, yes, or, there was also quite some considerable advances on the great works. So, good night, stream.